Hi everybody, this is Muto and today I'm going to talk about some new Godzilla 2014 information. This time I'm going to talk about a new Godzilla 2014 featurette revealing tons of new footage. Yes, I know today there was a new TV spot on the Godzilla official YouTube channel, which was titled You're Hiding Something, but I already reviewed that a long time ago. Yeah, because it first appeared in the television. You know, most people were referring to it as the unnamed trailer, or just unnamed trailer. Maybe it was just a TV exclusive at the time. But now it's finally hit the web, and it's called You're Hiding Something. So yeah, I already reviewed this, so, I can worry about that later. So yeah, I can't believe next Friday, Godzilla 2014 is going to be released. I'm going to watch it next Thursday. So lucky me, and I know some of you guys also are going to watch it on Thursday as well. Next Thursday, of course. So yeah, this featurette is in Spanish. It's called Godzilla 3D and Cinemas Personal. And since I have a good Spanish accent, this is how I speak this title. Godzilla 3D and Cinemas Personal. Good accent, isn't it? Anyway, so yeah, this is in Spanish. The video itself, or the audio, is not in Spanish. There's just some little subtitles in the bottom that, it's in Spanish for people can understand what it is. Those who are, people who are, in Mexico, or, those people who just speak Spanish overall. But yeah, let's start this thing. It's very, very awesome. And this specific featurette actually mostly talks about the formatting, about the 3D, and how important it is to transfer the 2D to 3D, or how to transfer the movie to 3D for, those audiences who like 3D. But yeah, anyway, let's start this. It's 2 minutes and 6 seconds. Legendary Warner Brothers. Tanks, helicopters going inside this cave in a desert-like area. We already seen this already.
Not an earthquake.
Next shots is a new one. Now, from what I think, this is, a flashback from the 1954. Or this is a flashback of 1954. This is a flashback because the camera quality looks old. And then you actually see a nuclear explosion in the background. And you see all these people right here. They don't look like modern, clothes or something. Like a modern, lifestyle around. It's kind of oldish. The boat is kind of different. Everybody's wearing all these type of shirts. Of course the camera's different. There's even an atomic bomb in the distance, and everybody's looking at it. They're in the seats. So this is definitely maybe the 1954 flashback scene. Part of it, barely anything of it. Then, that's when you see the atomic bomb explode, just like from the main trailer.
It wasn't a typhoon.
And then we hear Bryan Cranston's awesome, outstanding speech. Later, I guess later I'll give you guys just the audio, just like that, without me interrupting it. Anyways, then we see the nuclear plant colliding, or just being destroyed.
You're hiding something.
Then that's when we see Bryan Cranston saying those words. Then that's when we actually have new footage. We have this, I know the other ones were new footage, but I guess it's more new footage. It's like this bridge or something of some sort, and it collides on another bridge, or I don't know what it is. Kind of like an electricity plant, not electricity plant, but those things whenever you go outside, there's always these little towers, or just these sticks or something that have electricity, and there's all these wires, connected to another one, another one, another one. Those. But it collides on this laboratory little bridge thing. And then that's when we see this new scene, as you see there. It is Godzilla spikes rising out of the ocean, and Serizawa's looking, or at first I thought it was Bryan Cranston, but I think it's Serizawa. But it looks like the spikes are going up, and that's when they're going back down. Everybody's all scared and freaked out.
This is gonna send us back to the Stone Age.
Then that's when you see the ruins, tsunami coming towards all these people. Godzilla's foot landing in front of this airport scene. This jet falling in the ocean. And that's when you actually see, you know, that tail rising up, just like from the international trailer. The only thing is that in the bottom it looks different because you can see this truck that's burnt up, some soldier on the side, these different type of cars. That's what they did edit some parts.
I don't know how you could do Godzilla and not be in 3D.
Gareth Edwards.
Like a big event movie.
That's where you see Jinjira, you know, colliding or just, you know, being obliterated, but except you see more detail and look more realistic this time.
The film in 2D, like normal format.
That's when you see these soldiers opening this door from a laboratory, and you actually see the outside. Looks very strange. You actually see this desert-like place, and it's kind of crumbled up. In the background, you see this little hill. You see some mountains. I mean, yeah, mountains, of course, but there's also some helicopters flying around. So what I'm thinking is that this scene might be connected to the scene where we saw that, you know, dirt trail that leads up to the ocean, probably. You know, I'm not really sure.
Finish. Hundreds of people come in and they just break it apart and.
That's when you see this helicopter. You know, we know it was impacted by the EMP of the Muto. We know that now because, you know, in the Muto clip, they showed that the Muto's power is that it shoots this EMP blast. So it falls in the ocean, of course.
We've been comparing, like, to the real camera stuff.
And then you see Gareth Edwards and these other people, you know, checking and, you know, editing some of the footage.
And I think.
Then that's when you see, you know, like some clip of, just like from the international trailer, zoom up of all this destroyed buildings in Hawaii, you know, just Hawaiian ruined, and that's when you see this like helicopter of some sort that's in the floor, and all these people are, you know, being carried in these little, I mean, just these firefighters are coming in, you know, trying to save all these people.
It's better because you have more control when you convert it afterwards. You can push things back, pull them forward, shape things more, and you can.
Then you see not Godzilla. I mean, you do see Godzilla's hands down right in front of Muto Johnson, but it's just a little screenshot, and the CGI looks very bad for a 2014 movie, of course, because they're editing it, and just Gareth Edwards wants the posture to be different. It's in the editing process, the CGI parts right here.
Finesse it
The
a lot more in post.
I'm hoping to bring out, you know, the massiveness of this.
Then that's when you actually see this epic scene of Godzilla rising from the ocean of the Golden Gate Bridge. Some soldiers are looking down, all these missiles are hitting Godzilla, or, no, I guess, yeah, they are hitting Godzilla, but there's no effect. He doesn't even, like, twitch at all.
You know, you pan up.
You see all these explosions, it's panning up.
And here's this.
And then that's when we see, just like from the international trailer, the kids looking for the school bus, and you see Godzilla spikes. Actually, you actually see the explosion on Godzilla spikes.
300-foot wall
That's when
sort
he
of coming
rises
at you.
up.
There's a lot of shots.
Then that's when you see Godzilla's tail coming out of the ocean, and you see all the way to the tip of it. Very scary.
Especially with the monsters in it. Usually from a human perspective.
Then that's when you see the soldiers looking at the tail, and then in the back, they actually see Godzilla rising. And right next to it is the Golden Gate Bridge, and this boat is actually, like, falling. Or, yeah, I guess falling.
And what's great about that is when you push those creatures back, they look pretty.
Then that's when you see this amazing shot of these soldiers right here from the Golden Gate Bridge, and that's when they see Godzilla rising from the ocean. All these boats are there, but like 3 boats are actually about to fall, and then you see Godzilla's spikes coming out like little by little. You see his tail curling around. Very epic scene. Then that's when you also see an epic shot of the Muto's feet, a little bit of his wings, and all these I don't know, what's it called? Just his feet, and it looks like some wings, I guess, kind of. You know, this is a little ambulance car. I mean, not ambulance, like firefighter car, and all these people are running away. And the environment looks very similar to that from the TV spot where the Muto roars in this facility or something when it's trapped. It looks very similar, so I think this might be connected. And you actually see the Muto's feet are not hooves. They're like these claws or something. And they actually step on some people, literally. You actually see one person like running, but that's when the Muto literally stomps on him. So that's going to be a very, you know, awesome scene. I guess awesome scene. For other people, they're going to be, you know, grossed out. Everybody's running around. Firefighter, it's just the firefighter car, you know, tumbles over. Another person gets stomped. And that's when you see Aaron Johnson all freaked out. And in the background, you actually see the Muto rising up from what we saw in the Asia trailer.
That are close quarters as well as.
Drawing back
That's
to
when you see
witness
Hawaii. I mean, not Hawaii. Come on, Las Vegas in ruins.
scale of it, this epic scenario.
Then that's when you see an extended clip of the little egg sac thing connected to this missile that Angela Johnson's looking at.
In the end,
You can kind of see the top of it. The tentacles are connected to this
when
little
you see the
cave
finished
thing.
product, you're gonna see Godzilla in detail
Godzilla, you know, swiping his tail around the building.
and move
Godzilla's foot stomped in front of this airport, or in the
that were
airport.
not possible 15, 20 years ago.
Over the last
Awesome.
few
Very awesome.
weeks, been going to review.
Godzilla spikes, you know, just all this new footage. I mean, and also some that are old, like this one, Godzilla rising from the ocean.
They've been showing me stuff in proper 3D, and then you put the glasses on, they show you a shot, and you go, whoa, okay, that's the best
Halo jump, except it's actually edited,
I've seen that shot look.
so it's more clear. You know, there's more, like, it's just more edited. You know, the clouds, they look more textured, like more realistic. The soldiers, the perspective is a little more different.
And it happens shot after shot, and eventually, by the end of it, you're like,
And then this awesome scene,
yeah, okay, if we have a premiere.
you actually see an epic scene of, it looks like the military is actually following Godzilla. You see Godzilla, most likely this is going to be connected to whenever Godzilla reaches the Golden Gate Bridge. Anyway, so yeah, you see an aerial view of Godzilla spike coming out of the ocean. And then that's when these two battleships are like following him. So wow, very epic.
Yeah, we've got to do it in 3D, because
Then that's when you see this light out of nowhere, and Anthony Johnson looks like he's weak, his face is all bloody.
it's pretty fantastic.
I can't really see, I see maybe some light in the backgrounds. It's very bright, I couldn't even tell anything, but and now that the light cleared up a little bit, you actually see the ocean. So maybe he's in a helicopter. Then that's when you see this edited scene of the scene with these soldiers shooting at Godzilla with these guns. Except you actually see his hand, which is actually pretty cool. Explosion in the airport, Muto Claw landing, this tank of some sort being destroyed, and these two soldiers like fly. Then that's when you see this Muto's like leg stomped right in front of this like building. You know, the building had this like god-like, not feeling, but this statue. You know, kind of like gargoyle statues, except it was a little more different. So maybe this is China or something. I mean, not China. Maybe this is like let me just try and guess. Maybe it's Chinatown, probably. Yeah, I'm just guessing. But that foot looks very similar to that of whenever the Muto was escaping, so very awesome. And then this next shot is from the clip where we see Godzilla rising from this building or ocean or something in San Francisco. And all these people are just looking at it. And then Godzilla snarls. And then it says Godzilla. Legendary Warner Brothers Toho Company Up Limited, Shimizu Ban, you know, all these producers and all this stuff. Solo en cine, se habla en breve. Awesome. Okay, so now let's just hear this without me interrupting you. So 3, 2, 1. This is owned by Legendary Warner Brothers and its respective owners.
You're lying. It was not an earthquake. It wasn't a typhoon. You're hiding something out there. And it is going to send us back to the Stone Age.
I don't know how you could do Godzilla and not be in 3D. It's kind of like a big event movie. We shot the film in 2D, like normal format, and then when you finish, hundreds of people come in and they just break it apart and give it all the depth. We've been comparing like to the real camera stuff, and I think it's better because you have more control. When you convert it afterwards, you can push things back, pull them forward, shape things more, and you can finesse it a lot more in post.
I'm hoping to bring out, you know, the massiveness of this creature as you pan up and here's this 300-foot wall sort of coming at you.
There's a lot of shots in our movie, especially with the monsters in it, are usually from a human perspective, and what's great about that is when you push those creatures back, they look pretty epic.
The way that we shot it, which was in a very visceral way, you know, we viewed with handheld techniques that are close quarters, as well as drawing back to witness the scale of it, this epic scenario.
In the end, when you see the finished product, you're going to see Godzilla in detail and in movement that were not possible 15, 20 years ago.
Over the last few weeks, I've been going to reviews and they've been showing me stuff in proper 3D, and then you put the glasses on, they show you a shot, you go, whoa, okay, that's the best I've ever seen that shot look. And it happens shot after shot, and eventually, by the end of it, you're like, yeah, okay, if we have a premiere, we've got to do it in 3D, because this is just pretty fantastic.
That's the end. So yeah, now that you heard the audio with me just not talking at all, yeah, it was overall very astonishing that you saw this new footage. The favorite part out of all of this is whenever the Muto gets out of the cage, or I don't know, whatever, and that's when he's stomping on all these people. That's maybe my favorite part. The favorite part of Godzilla, of course, it has to be the scene with Godzilla rising from the ocean, and these soldiers are looking at it, you know, very awesome. And that's when these like battleship or these aircraft carriers or something, they're toppling over, you know, they're being destroyed. You know, I really love that scene. But I also love the aerial view of Godzilla, you know, swimming, and then these two battleship or aircraft carriers are following him. I really love that scene too. You know, both the guests are tied. But, you know, out of the Muto scenes, I really love whenever the Muto's stamping on these humans. So yeah, it looks like this is not just going to be, you know, maybe Godzilla, you know, the tsunami comes and then kills all these people, or probably like maybe the Muto destroys this building, and then, you know, you already know that there might be some people in it. They actually show you that there are going to be dead, like literally in front of you, like whenever the Muto steps right in front of a human. That's a grotesque, sickening scene. But yeah, overall, that's the end for this video. I've tried to upload 3 more videos. Or 2. 3. Yeah, maybe 3 more videos. Those being Godzilla-thon and this channel update thing. But yeah, I'll leave you the link for this awesome featurette in the description below, so you can check it out yourself. And yeah. But anyways, and for this video, remember to subscribe, like, and comment. This is another Kaiju, signing out.